In the top right-hand side, the blue Terran player from Onside Gaming, Maru. And in the top left, our red Protoss player is MacSed. We got ourselves set up for game number 1 of this TvP. See what is gonna happen. Stargazers as a map, obviously not a bad one for MacSed to come out and play on. It's generally one the Protoss players like to play against Terrans, but I'm sure Maru has a pretty decent plan as to what he's going to do on a map like this as well, so don't take it as a, oh my god, this is my best situation ever. You're still playing against Maru, right? Still playing against Maru. Always going to be difficult. Maru has been, though, in fairness, I mean, if you're ever going to beat Maru, this might be the time, because Maru's been pretty carefree in this tournament. I feel like he knows his team's going to qualify and just do fine no matter what, so a little bit carefree in the sense of he plays, I don't want to say recklessly, but he's been playing kind of some more aggressive kind of styles and just all-in sometimes, but maybe all-ins weren't the most kind of likely way for him to win. Nothing really too bad in that regard. I mean, he lost a map to Art, right, but yeah, it's just one of those things where if that's how he's going to play, then maybe this is one of your best chances to take a map off Maru, and maybe then you can, I don't know. It's still going to be down a life in the series. I feel like it's impossible to believe we're going to get a 2-0, right? So, I mean, this is always just going to be tough. Invictus Gaming are always going to be the underdogs here. I don't think there's anything else I can really say about that. It's just a case of seeing if we can get this game. I guess you just take a game at a time, and just if we get an upset, then we get happy. If we don't, then that's okay, because, well, let's be realistic. Were we really expecting an upset? No, probably not. Reaper's been poking around here, a couple Hellions on the way out and a Starport on the way up. As you can see, Maru is on 1 base, so like I say, he's been kind of playing a little bit more aggressively in this event than you might usually expect Maru to play. Definitely something of note as we do see our armory coming up as well. So he's, whatever plan he's got here, definitely a lot of aggression planned within it. Let's see how this goes as we get everything set, ready to start. Stalker just patrolling out the front, of course, and you're going to see the Zealot is actually going to find the Reaper. The Zealot's now going to recall home, realizing that it's fighting a Reaper that can kite for days. That's kind of funny. Yeah, armor on the way up, so going to be Cloaked Widow Mines behind this. The first Hellions unload right now. Stalker is there to watch this. Well, yep, you've watched it, and now the Hellions have gone. And the Hellions are going to be in this mineral line, and probes will begin to die. And this is where Maru already feels as though he's going to be doing the damage that he needs to win this game. And as we come through, 7 probes go down. The Stalker's here. That medevac at bay. We're killing probes with the Reaper as well. Of course we are. Maru is just having a field day right now in game number 1 here against MacSed. There's not really much else to be said about it. I think field day is a pretty good explanation of it, actually. I was just going to be seeing 9 more probes going down. It's rough, man. 9 probes dropping is a pretty serious amount. Ain't no doubt in that. And MacSed, I mean, the only good news is obviously Maru was on 1 base for a long time, so he is on a delayed expansion, so that might allow you to kind of take some of these losses and still be okay. Because the Widow Mine dropped, though, and you're going to have to be careful about this. Oh my god. There's still a Widow Mine left there, and it's going to unburrow, go into the medevac, and try and force another mineral line to run around. And of course, it's somewhere else that you're then going to need detection stuff, which you currently don't have as the Protoss player. And we do have Blink in a moment, but not yet, so the Stalker dies as it gets stuck in range of the mine. Yeah, guys, nothing is really going the way of MacSed right now. These mines are going to get to fire a second time before they get cleaned up, so that's always great value. You're always happy to see that as the Terran player. He's even chasing around like the group of probes. He even believes he can catch them. And this mine's actually probably going to fire one more time too. Observer's about to pop, so maybe it doesn't. Probes pull. Medevac's going to distract, if nothing else. That one goes off. No! MacSed, no! Maru flying in with the extra mine is actually going to get a mega kill. And that, my friends, is definitely starting to be game over as Maru has a tank here to defend. Stalker's blink on top of it, but there's a few Marines here to fight this as well. Looking very good. Let's just have our Stalkers escaping away over to that right-hand side. Raven is on the way up. Just going to see a couple more SCVs on the way out as well. Tech Lab being brought into play. And Hellions here just continuing to pick their way through a few of these probes, and a couple of Hellbats will morph in as well. We'll start picking our way through some of this. Seven probes going down. And good damage dealt for the moment as we just have Maru continuing to add to the damage already done. Like I say, he's already done plenty. At this point, it's just an added bonus if he finds any extra. And he absolutely is continuing to find extras. The Stalker's coming again, and it is the counterattack that's maybe the scariest thing of all for Maru to deal with in this game. MacSed does actually have more army supply, but that is fast disappearing, and it's fast becoming a non-issue with Maru having tanks out, Raven out. Stalkers continue to die, so these threats are absolutely being minimalized. And I think we do have ourselves a game. Number 1 going the way of Maru here, as he looks to speed through this series for Onside Gaming in the winner bracket finals. I find it interesting they send Maru out quite early in these matches. I feel like Maru's got to stand by to play, so he's like, you know what? Just send me out now, and then I can just play and win, and then I don't have to stand by for as long, right? 200 IQ. IQ. Actually, really isn't a terrible idea, though, to be fair. The Stalker's still hanging around on the right side for the moment. I'm going to come back up around the top. He's going to be seeing the Stalkers here. I mean, continuously doing damage, to be fair. I'm actually impressed by these Stalkers. They've done very well. They've repeatedly found chances to come on in and get damage done and have a good time. I guess they're genuinely impressed by what they've been able to do. I was now finally reaping the rewards of that better economy this entire time, though, and is finally up a decent chunk of army supply. So we're getting past the stage where these Stalkers truly were scary. We're getting to the stage now where these Stalkers truly are nothing but a minor threat. This Observer, again chipped down by a lone Marine, is going to die before it can get away. Now we've got the drop into the main base. Stim just finished up. We're going to have Stim available here. These Marines are going to shred probes, and apparently there's nothing nearby. We pop a super battery. The probes don't even pull away. Maru stims a second time. He's so excited about this fight. And yeah, I mean, already just a great trade. He's just going to stim forward and trade with whatever Stalkers he can. MacSed's going to type GG and say, yep, you've got me, Maru. You've got game number 1. This one's yours. And that is absolutely going to be true. MacSed is going to take a loss here, and Maru will be put up. As we're going to start proxying. In the bottom right-hand side, our blue Terran player from Onside Gaming is Maru. And yeah, at this point, he's just a couple maps away from closing out this series and sending Onside through to the finals, which will be played on Tuesday now, guys. Again, unfortunately, I will not be here for that. Rescheduling, just not something... I'm just busy on Tuesday. It's not something I can reschedule myself, so unfortunately, I'll be missing the end of Code A, but it's been a very fun week. And I do feel like the most important part of this week was absolutely qualifying into the main event. And that obviously has, at this stage, happened. Let's follow Maru's proxy then across the map and see what it can get up to over the next few minutes. This game number 2. Coming across is Getting ready to drop down a natural expansion as Maru's proxy starts. One Marine out. Second barrack is about to complete. And MacSed is not scouting. So MacSed actually has no idea about this as well. Now he is going to go blind zealot, so a little bit of safety for MacSed despite the lack of scout. As two SCVs and the Marine move forward, a bunker will go down. We start a fight against this pile on the zealot. It's going to start going in. The bunker is in a good place because it forces the zealot to kind of run around after that Marine for quite a bit. As now some extra probes begin to pull, and we will begin to see a micro war at the start of this game. The Marines pressing forward, and well, 3 Marines now going to make it difficult for the zealot to do much. So what we target find here, we did actually put quite a lot of damage on the zealot. Now we're going to get rid of some of these probes. Still have an SCV nearby as well, as probes went a little bit too far as well, unfortunately. You have a Stalker out. Can that stop the SCV finishing the bunker? Maybe. Stalker busying itself for the moment with the Marines. Went back onto the SCV, but took a lot of shots in doing so. Stalker low HP, trying to get away as we have the Marines now in the main base. Another Stalker popping shortly. They've already killed a lot of probes. We're going to get even more now, as these Marines should die with double Stalker out. Probes pulled, but of course, it is a question of how many probes actually do die. That Stalker that's low on the top side gets pushed away again. And 2 Marines at the very end here. They want to get this Stalker. It's very low. Can we cut the corner? Oh, he actually started hitting the probe there. I wonder if he could have cut the corner off and got that Stalker. Both Stalkers low and just about able to escape away. As Maru is still kind of rallying just Marines forward at this point. It's been chaotic enough that he can still get damage done. This bunker never finishing. He probably could have sent an SCV across the map to finish the bunker if he really wanted to get something going there, but at this stage he probably feels like he's given up enough to not really benefit from it all. So, Dr. Scraggy, thank you so much for the 13-month resub on the Prime. Thank you so much for supporting the stream today. Much appreciated. Thank you very much indeed. There's a Stalker as he clean up a few more Marines. Maru is still building Marines out the proxy, so he's still continuing to set up aggression over there. He's back at home. He's got a factory. He's got a starport. They are busy producing, so we'll see how this is going to go. 2 Hellions right now. Going to fight Stalkers. I mean, that Stalker's low HP, so Hellions will kill this. And should be able to get away. Oh, one of them goes down. That was kind of close toward the end, I guess. Going to be seeing the medevac here. Obviously looking to get a Hellion drop across the map, as right now defending against the Stalker is kind of annoying. We are going to recall the Stalker. Armor on the way as well, so kind of go in a similar direction to the way the last game went. A Hellion drop into maybe some cloaked mines or so. Just kind of play from there. Definitely feels like a situation which is going to be tough for MacSed to deal with. Just so much damage taken early. So much kind of, thrown off his game plan so heavily. And now as Maru attacks, he actually could just go Hellbat Marine and maybe actually have a good push. I thought he was going to go Cloak Mines after a Hellion drop, but he's actually just going to straight up... He actually brings SCVs in the medevac. Yeah, okay. Just Maru things, I suppose. We're going to get forward here. This battery's going to be jumped on top of straight away. His probes are pulling through into the main base, and we're going to take everything up into the main bases. We have a battery here that can maybe stand and hold. Let's see if it'll be able to. Super battery pops almost straight away. We move forward. As the probes come forward, there's not going to be enough healing to... the battery just can't target enough things at once, basically, as 21 probes have died. Obviously, Maru's losing a couple of his SCVs as he forces his way forward. Maru will have plenty. Another 2-0 on the board, and Invictus Gaming continue to, well, curl up and die against Maru. Unfortunately, there's only so much you can really do against Maru, and sometimes just leaving the games is one of those things. Effect still, so let's see if miracles do exist. Is in the top right, trying to somehow give his team a victory. He needs a 2-0 to keep his team alive. It is Coffee. Bottom left, blue tier player. Well, I'm going to keep talking about him all the time. It is Maru. It's fun to get to cast some Maru games, but it's almost not fun to get to cast Maru games like this, because you just... Like, he is just such a heavy favorite, right? Yeah. Looking forward to seeing Maru back in the regular season, though, of course. Maru will be playing a lot of the matches each week for Onside Gaming. Obviously, took last season off. Obviously, left Team NV. Onside Gaming were made kind of as the last season started, so they were too late to join the team, join the season. I mean, Maru's been proxying. Why not proxy Maru yourself? T-Rex going up, but Maru plays an in-base T-Rex, man. You know what it is? It's just, the builds are smart, though, because in Maru's mind, if he gets proxy racks, this is a free win for him. If he doesn't get proxy racks, there's a good chance he can micro his way to victory with the 2 racks in base. You know, like, and if not, it's still a decent build to just go into a mid-game with, right? So, everything about what Maru is doing is just playing to the idea of, hey, I'm really good, and you know, even if this is a little bit strange or crazy, it still gives me a chance to win early. I don't have to, you know, spend that much, you know, attention or effort. If it doesn't, then I'm still going to be fine to play a normal game. He's just doing things that give him at least the chance to be aggressive, and I think that's, it's just so very Maru, to be quite frank. It's just so very Maru. Maybe gets an SCV. Here comes 2 Reapers. This is actually kind of bad, but because of the way he gets out with this Reaper, actually that wasn't so bad. He got a shot off and then he got away alive. Now pulls SCVs. Good. Oh! 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 He got so many free shots off there. That was really smart. So he knew that Reaper was going to be targeted. So even though he brought it into danger, he knew it was going to be targeted, but what he actually ended up doing was he just ran it away. He never intended to get one shot off with that Reaper. He just ran it, knowing Coffee would be right-clicking that Reaper specifically to get the kill and to clean it up quickly. And so then Coffee just moved commanded through like 2 shots of the other Reaper. Okay, that was actually kind of sick. Well, still not being ideal for Maru, but right now, microing like a bit of a god. Basically goes 1 for 2 there. I was going to say it's not been great because he has been losing Reapers, but obviously he's on T-Rex production himself. He's got a Reaper across the map now as well. Okay. Yeah, he's absolutely going to be fine. I say it wasn't that great because I was like, oh, he was still kind of even Reaper count, but yeah, he's got the 1 across the map, and this 1 across the map is just continuing to deal damage, as he is very easily dealing with any pressure on the other side from Coffee now. Oh, Coffee's Reaper gets the RNG final shot. And now he will start to deal some hits of his own, but again, is very much so behind Maru in that regard, as we have Maru still microing the Reaper on the other side while doing all of this as well, so continuing to deal with that. As you have a factory up from both players, and Maru is actually making a mistake. He's not started a Hellion, even though he easily has the money for it. Has absolutely been a mistake from him, as he again gets out on low HP with these Reapers. Is he actually going to start chasing? For a moment it looked as though he was going to commit. That would have been kind of wild, right? Grenade goes down. Gonna get another SCV now, as well as the Reapers come back into the base. One Reaper going down, continuing to fight. Just gonna be seeing the couple of Reapers in the Hellion here from Coffee. The fact he got a Hellion into the base, I mean, that's kind of a mistake on Maru's part, no? Letting the depot be down. I mean, this is kind of wild. Again, Maru could have had a Hellion much sooner as well. That's something that Maru absolutely could have actually improved on if we want to start nitpicking. Now, he has got a Hellion, but that was a second Hellion here from Coffee. Why are they just allowed to walk into the base? Oh my god, is Maru dead? I mean, Maru, by the way, is still harassing with this Reaper. 17-kill Reaper across the map, by the way. 17-kill Reaper across the map. Has a Hellion out, and with this Reaper as well, looks as though he's actually going to come out victorious of this fight. Oh, the Hellion stuck! Maru finally defended with this Reaper. 21 kills, just continues to get damage done now. He obviously microed this amazingly for so long as well, and now he doesn't need to micro because Coffee's giving up trying to hit it. GG's this Coffee. Oh, that was fun and entertaining and kind of all over the place, if absolutely nothing else. It's going to be GG's, and Maru is going to close out this series for Onside Gaming. And we have one. I just Google translated, so I could be wrong, but Coffee said he got a Reaper. A gap getting stuck. Yeah, Maru does have a Depot here as well. He just didn't raise his Depot repeatedly against the Hellions. More of a challenge, I guess. Alright. Let's watch from Coffee's point of view. Okay. Yeah, let's watch from Coffee's point of view. 428? Oh my god, there is a Reaper that's just stuck. Oh my goodness. He was actually just stuck. He was not kidding. This Reaper was stuck for a good couple seconds at least. You want to see Maru's point of view in this game? Yo, this Reaper was stuck from 424 to like 429. That's actually kind of crazy, no? What a horrible moment. If he has an extra Reaper right now? And obviously may have missed micro as well. I feel like it's fair to say you potentially missed micro there too, because you're trying to figure out why your Reaper console. This Reaper was stuck for like 6 or 7 seconds. That's kind of crazy, you know? You guys want to see Maru's point of view? Okay, yeah. I know you want to see it from when the Reaper's across the map. Okay, so from like now, right?
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
I find it so funny how little he watches the fights over at home. like all these fights I'm watching over here, I'm like, man, Maru's like, he's taking these fights and engaging. He's actually like paying way more attention to the Reaper on the other side.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
How do you know if he didn't click on the ledge? Because you can see that the Reaper was actually stuck. Like, it was actually trying to jump up, but it was stuck. And you could see his mouse clicks were clicking up on the high ground. I find it so impressive to continuously go back to this Reaper when you have these crazy fights starting to happen and stuff. That's kind of wild.
Your forces are under attack. Base is under
Like, he's going back and he's continuously just like quickly assessing the situation of whether he needs to move, how he needs to move, how he can fight that. Then coming back home as well. Everyone's like, brilliant fight, and he didn't even watch it. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like, I'm watching like all these fights over here, and for the vast majority, it's actually just controlling one Reaper. Oh, yeah. Alright, GG's.